Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your monthly reading for September 2024. This is for Scorpio and Scorpio rising and Scorpio moon. And if you are new to my channel, I use astrology, tarot, and my guides, so you feel like you're getting a more personalized reading now. Welcome to Eclipse season. Scorpio, here's the thing. The planets are having a party. All right. You're invited, obviously. You're VIP. Obviously, they got the velvet ropes out for you. They've got the really good soda too. I mean, this is going to be a really big month, and the reason why the planets are throwing a party is because this is a month where you are going to see your life starting to change in a really big way. All right, we are here in eclipse season. Eclipse season is all about changes, but that isn't the only reason why September is a big month. We've got 5 planets changing signs, as you can see, indicated with they're underlined in red. You also see the green asterisk, by the way, the best aspects of the month. Not all the aspects are up here, by the way, and there's more on the back. But we also have 2 very significant retrogrades, and we have the equinox. Welcome to fall and autumn. Or autumn, same thing, right? Or in spring in the southern hemisphere. We can't forget that, all right? So just remember, we have a full moon, partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. And even though it's partial, it is huge. The reason why it's huge, and I've told you that, I've said this in, past readings, you are getting a window. You are getting a glimpse into what your life is going to be like in 2025. And the reason I say that is because the nodal shifts. Remember, we've had the North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra all year long. They're shifting now. They're shifting. Come January 2025, it's got to be North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. And so you see, you're getting a glimpse this month. You even see we got a new moon in Virgo. So Virgo, Pisces, big energy for next year. And you're getting that glimpse. You're getting that glimpse now. And I've said that. Where you are in September, what you do in September will determine what your life is going to be like in 2025. Now, Pisces rules your 5th house. This is big. This is huge. The 5th house is joy and pleasure. This is going to be absolutely wonderful for you. The 5th house is love. It's relationships. It's creativity. It's self-expression. It's sex. It's procreation. It's hobbies. Really nice, really wonderful. The other thing is, well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. But you also even see the sun is in Virgo. Sun is going to be opposite Saturn too. So there is that squeeze that's really, really going to have an impact on this month. All right, on this month, especially with you really taking that action in terms of, okay, I'm going to feel this squeeze me harder, Saturn, because this is what I want, and I'm going to make sure that I get there. All right. Now, the other thing is 2025, just to let you know real quickly, is one of the, if not the most pivotal, most impactful, most important, significant years of the 2020s. It is major. It's major, big shifts in 2025. We have 4 outer planets moving signs in 2025. That is insanely rare. 5, actually, when you consider Jupiter. I mean, it's rare. It's rare. Just know 2025 is going to be a really, really big year. All right. I'm not the only one that's saying this. Like, it's big. You see what's going on in 2025, you're like, whoa, that's big. So after I do this overview, if you are new to my channel, then I do your spread. And then after your spread, that's when I break it down week by week. And I tell you all the favorable aspects I want Scorpios to look out for, even aspects I want you to watch out for. There's going to be some big Scorpio energy. That's all I got to say. Just wait until we get to the back here. So let's kick it off. Okay, September 1st, just right off the bat. I mean, we hit the ground running in September right off the bat. And again, it's not even on the whiteboard. I don't have enough room. That's how much is happening in September. Uranus goes retrograde in Taurus at 27 degrees until January. Now, this is going to be big. All right. This is going to be big. The bookends of retrogrades are always the strongest. You really feel it. Now, retrograde, just think about that interchange. Uranus is all about breakthroughs. It surprises. It's the unexpected. Uranus rules Aquarius. It's that radical change. It's innovation, but there is definitely going to be even sudden awareness in terms of what you want when it comes to partnerships and relationships. Remember, Uranus is in Taurus, your opposite sign, 7th house, partnerships and relationships. And this can be, there's definitely going to be something stirring inside you. And it will be based on what's happening in your physical world and your physical reality. Now, what makes this huge is that on that same day, Pluto goes retrograde. Now, Pluto goes retrograde back into Capricorn. That's what makes it significant. This is until November 19th. This is going to be the last time in our lifetime. Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008. So it's really had that impact there in terms of communication for you. There could have been writing, researching projects. There could have been you learning new things as well. There could have been activity with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors as well. Even travel. Okay. Now, Pluto is all, you know, Pluto, well, Pluto's your ruling planet. All right. So personal power transformation, regeneration, all that's happening with you now. There could be this restructuring for you as well when it comes to systems, organizations, traditions as well. All right. That's what Capricorn rules and represents. So this could be on a really deep psychological level as well for you. This is, I mean, Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is really, really big. This feels like a purging in terms of, okay, this is the end of this cycle, moving on, because now I have this new system for myself that is a lot more visionary. Remember, Pluto's going back into Aquarius, the visionary for 20 years. For 20 years, that's going to be big. So just know this is going to be big. And when I say last in our lifetime, Pluto's not going back into Capricorn until 2268. Can you even imagine what life is going to be like then, Scorpio? I'm sure you can. So at this point, we've got Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto all retrograde. All right. All the outer planets. And these are the big players. These are the big players that are changing signs next year. And Jupiter. 5. In 1 year. That never happens. Never happens. When I say 25 is going to be big, it's going to be big. It's so big, I can't even say 2025. Anyway, let's get to September 2nd. All right. This is when we got the new moon in Virgo. I love this new moon for you. Happy Labor Day if you are in the US. Saturn will be opposite the sun and the new moon here. This is, you've already been working with Saturn's like squeeze. So I feel like that's going to be fine. Just know with Saturn here, being opposite the sun and the new moon, Saturn being in Pisces in your 5th house, there's just gonna be something where it's just this tug of war between friends and something that has to do with children or family, but or even your love life. There's just a little bit of a tug of war because this new moon in Virgo will be in your 11th house. So I want you to still set intentions and, you know, manifest as you do with a new moon, right? That is your 11th house, not only your friendships, social network groups you belong to, even social media, if that's something that's a matter for you. It's your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. This is a big new moon for you. Now, one of the reasons why this new moon is so big, and I want you to pay attention to it, is because this new moon corresponds with the total full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo in March 2025. So again, 2025. Virgo, Pisces, that's your hopes and wishes and dreams. That's pleasure and joy, children, family, love. I mean, you got it good, Scorpio. You got it good. So it is. There also could be some, activity or, maybe a new start in health, fitness, or wellness around this time. Now, here's the reason why I want you to really know what you're setting intentions for. Okay, because Mars will square Neptune at this time at 29 degrees. 29 degrees is a critical degree. It is 2 mutable signs that we're talking here as well. So just expect to be flexible, adapting to some change around this time. But Mars and Neptune, I've said this before, they have nothing in common. They're the 2 planets that have absolutely nothing in common. They're so dissimilar. It's like putting the goth kid in the same room as, the cheerleader. It's just like and expecting them to just, rah, like, hey. And, sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. But this is a square. So they're really not seeing eye to eye. Remember, we're in a square where, the lower frequencies of Neptune are coming out, and Neptune is illusion, delusion, confusion, escapism. But then you throw in Mars, little Dennis the Menace here. He's stirring up suspicion, jealousy, deception. All right. So this is a great time to ask yourself, whatever you're manifesting, with the intentions that you're setting, ask yourself, is this what I really want? Am I being honest with myself? Okay. And there could definitely be, it's so close to this Uranus retrograde in your 7th house. It could be something with a partnership or relationship as well. That can be work. That can be, even a friendship for you with a new moon in Virgo, a group that you belong to. It can be a lover, whatever it is. Just know when I say suspicion, jealousy, deception, those low energy frequencies, you need another person there for those to actually exist. All right. You can't be suspicious of yourself or jealous of yourself. So just know that work with these energies, okay? Mars is being naughty. He's trying to get you on TMZ. You don't want to be there, all right? So just remember, don't flip no tables. Just handle this energy. You're going to be fine. Know your reality. Know the reality you want, all right? Choose the red pill, blue pill, green pill, whatever pill. Neptune brings that matrixy, like what's real, like that kind of energy around this time, all right? So whatever reality you want to create for yourself, know that it's exactly the reality you want for yourself. Now, on September 4th, Wednesday, Mars will move into Cancer for the entire month. Oh my diddly days. Mars is in its fallen Cancer. Mars, as you know, your traditional ruler. Go, 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 go. Action, action, action. Cancer is like, no, I want to be home. I want to be home. I want to spend time with my family. I'm nurturing. So there's a little bit of when Mars is in Cancer, and again, we'll talk more about this in your weekly forecast. It's just extra. People can be a little extra sensitive around this time. You could be extra sensitive around this time. There could be some things that are having to do with publishing, broadcasting, education around this time for y'all. Cancer does rule your 9th house, spirituality as well. Again, we'll talk more about this in your weekly forecast, but just if you find yourself being extra sensitive, just turn that into emotionally controlled actions. Yeah. Because Cancer is a crab, right? It's got the little pinchers. Maybe you got to pay attention to this with the sirens. And so, yeah, it really is. And, but there are benefits to Mars and Cancer. You feel things through, okay? You feel things through. Security becomes a big priority. Home and family becomes a big priority, but there definitely is even travel. Did I mention travel? There's some travel stuff happening for y'all, but we'll talk about this. And just remember, Mars and Cancer is for the collective, so you could find other people being extra sensitive around this time, especially when we get to the end of the month. Again, we're going to talk about that. But I natally have Mars and Cancer in my birth chart. I know what this is like. Now, Sun opposite Saturn, that's going to happen September 7th. Again, Sun in Virgo, Saturn in Pisces. Just pay attention. Pay attention to the storyline that is happening for you around this time when it comes to your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, friendships, groups you belong to, also love and relationships. Those are big storylines that are happening for you. But around this time, you can see hard work being paid off. Okay, just know that you're gonna be fine. Just it's fine to continue to be expressive, self-expressive. Be you, but you're still working within Saturn's boundaries for the time being, okay? Focus on your personal growth, all right? And that's going to be helpful when you're in touch with your higher mind, all right? Because Saturn, it really, at this point, is being like a TSA agent, all right? Remember, he's made you wait. He'd slowed things down already. You waited in that long line, and now you're at the front, and he looks at you. He's like, random check, and pulls you out of line. So you're not going to flip a table. You're gonna smile. You're gonna grin and bear it. You're gonna look at Saturn and be like, "You're funny. You're funny. You listen. You got me this time. But I'm still playing within your rules because I know that you represent karma, and I'm going to be rewarded. And I'm in touch with my higher self. Now, Mercury will move into Virgo again. Now you've got a lot of this Virgo energy. We're still in Virgo season, coming after that new moon. This is just really getting in a rhythm with communication, with being very social for y'all. Remember, this is your social network and groups you belong to, your communities. It's just being very sharp. All right. Remember, Mercury's up here. Mercury is in its domicile in Virgo. Again, we'll talk more in depth about this in your weekly forecast, but this is definitely checking off your to-do list. All right. And checking it twice. It's Virgo. Remember, Virgo brings that like perfection energy. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all are traveling too, maybe with friends or going to see friends. And then we do have Venus trining Jupiter. Okay. I love Venus trining Jupiter. That's happening September 14th. Ooh, that one's really good. That one's really great. You know, Venus is in Libra at this point, by the way. Venus is moved into Libra in its domicile. So you've got Mercury in Virgo in its domicile, Venus in Libra in its domicile, which is very nice. That's going to be your 12th house. So you're going to be, you know, spending a lot of time spiritually. It's very, the 12th house is very spiritual. It's everything beyond the physical plane, even the subconscious. But it's Venus and Jupiter, the two benefic planets. So circle this day. It could be one of your favorite days. Very social, very, very social. Be social. There could be some activity with money and love around this time as well. Thinking about, you know, what Venus represents, Jupiter being good fortune, good luck, expansion. Now we get to, and remember, I'm not talking about all these aspects. We'll do that after I do your spread. On Tuesday, September 17th, we've got the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Saturn's going to be conjoining this full moon. I actually like that because he brings that long-term energy here. This is powerful. I mean, even just the fact is conjunct. I mean, there's definitely something ending. Remember, it's still a full moon. It's culmination, the end of things. It's a turning point. There's conclusion to something. And it could even just be a phase in one area of your life as you move into this next phase. But there is definitely, eclipses are game changers. They are, I'm like processing, why did I say game changers that way? They are game changers. What time is it? They're game changers, and they also eclipse things out of your life as well. So I want you to keep that in mind. Remember, it's happening in your 5th house of joy, pleasure. There could be something here where you are just like, all right, I played pickleball obsessively for 2 years. I'm done with it now. I'm moving on to tennis. Whatever it is, there's just going to be some big change here in, 5th house matters, which does rule recreation, love, relationships, creativity. There could be a shift, pivot in terms of the way that you're seeing things creatively, but something's got to end for you to ascend. And again, remember, pay attention to what happens. This is such a big eclipse, even though it's a partial eclipse. You're getting a window into 2025. So even take action too throughout this month. And the other thing I was going to say is I did a separate video on 5 things to expect during eclipses. I'll leave it at the end of this video if you want a little bit more insight. And then we move into all these trines. It's just, I look at it just like, what the heck is happening here? Thursday, September 19th. Trines are extraordinarily auspicious, by the way. There's this flow. It just makes things effortless for you. So the sun trining Uranus, remember, Uranus is in your partnerships, relationships, commitments, marriage sector. This is huge. This is big. You could get some really great, surprising news around this time, or just these breakthroughs, or there's just something here that's really, really special. Then you see the sun trining Pluto. That's your planet, but instead of trining Pluto, this is going to be one of the biggest aspects of the month. All right, so around this time, I would not be surprised if there is someone, it's such a powerful aspect. I would not be surprised if someone is opening up doors for you, all right, in terms of what you want for your future. It could even be a friend that knows somebody, because remember, the sun is in Virgo, and then you've got Pluto in Capricorn at this point. You've got this beautiful Earth trine. Anyway, big authority energy, an authority figure opening doors for you. Something with communication involved here as well. Wouldn't be surprised if you sign some things as well, but this is also your personal transformation. Now, we officially move into Libra season. That is going to happen on Sunday, September 22nd, and that is the day of the equinox. So happy fall, happy winter in the southern hemisphere. Big focus on relationships, partnerships, beauty, peace, harmony, justice, all those things that Libra represents. But you could find yourself being
social, but at the same time, remember Libra does rule your 12th house. So it could be like with spiritual communities. And when I say spiritual communities, it could just even be like talking about like the universe or even just things that are, beyond this plane. But it is also a time where you may even be spending some time just withdrawing a little bit to process things, okay? Which is fine. It's fine because what you're doing is you're unrooting things from your subconscious. Now, you see that Venus will square Pluto. This is going to be a big day. This is happening the day of the 22nd when we move into Libra season. You see that Pluto, okay, so there's something here where it's almost like power struggles when it comes to love or money. Again, we'll talk about this more in your weekly forecast, but there could be something really intense here with Venus squaring Pluto. It's just an aspect where, remember, just be your authentic self. Emotions are going to be heightened. Now, you see, Venus moves into your sign, Scorpio. Come on. If you are, you know what it's like when Venus is in your sign. That is intense. It is spicy. It is passions to the, eighth dimension. I mean, really, really big. But remember, there is that intensity that, just Scorpio in general brings, right? That Pluto being your ruler, there's that intensity, Pluto being the underworld, even secrets, and there could, aspects of jealousy, even because there's so much passion here, and seduction. I mean, all of that, this, but just, work with this energy and just vibe right at this high frequency of passion. Things that you're passionate about, you're going to feel this. All right. You could have big, energy around investments and around this time. And again, love and money, big themes here, but just know that there is that intensity that springs, but then Mars in Cancer is also happening. Remember, heightened emotions. Now, these are the only two signs, this Scorpio and the entire zodiac where Cancer's a crab. It's got pinchers. You're Scorpion. You got that pincher. I mean, so heightened emotions around this time. Just stay frosty. Use these emotions for actions that are going to raise your frequency. You're going to be fine. But here's the thing. Y'all do well with Venus in your sign, depending on your birth chart. So, but it really is just, you're going to feel that love and that passion. But again, creative projects could be a big thing for you as well. And then you see that we've got all these, just a slew of trines. Mercury trining Uranus, Mercury trining Pluto. That's not here. That, again, there's just so much happening. We've got Mars trining Saturn. Oh my diddly days. This is huge. This is enormous. Okay. So this is take action around this time, all right? Remember, Saturn is in your 5th house of love, pleasure, romance, creativity, procreation, big commitment energy here. Saturn is all about the long-term commitments, really big, all right? It's a very, very special trine. That's how we're, ending the month. So let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for a really big month of September 2024 for Scorpio, Scorpio rising, and Scorpio moon. Okay. Scorpio, I do a traditional cult across spread. It offers the best overview. And if we need to pull clarifiers, that we will. Secondly, don't forget, after I do your spread, then I'll break it down week by week, because I know there's a lot of things on that whiteboard that, we didn't discuss, but we'll break it down. I'll tell you what's going on. It's just a loaded month. There's pretty much an aspect a day. It's a loaded month. All right. So it's huge. Expect change. That's all expect change. Oh, wow. You are okay, so yeah, everything I said earlier is right here. Don't overthink things. There is definitely going to be partnership activity, okay? Let's get started. You have the Ten of Swords. you're moving into this new cycle. You know that, right? Because you've got the Ten of Swords with Judgment in the heart of your spread. So what does this mean? It means there is this shift from your physical. I always say that there's a difference between the physical mind and the higher mind. Now, I just told you, 20 minutes ago that you're going to have this shift and a lot of focus on your 12th house, which is the subconscious, it's spirituality, it's going deep. There's a lot to the 12th house. There's self-sabotage energy, facing your fears, hidden enemies. All of that's part of the 12th house, but you're unrooting things. Remember, the South Node is still in Libra in your 12th house. So and then you got Pluto retrograde in Capricorn in your 3rd house. All right. That's processing things. That's mentalism. Anyway, so this is actually really great. The Ten of Swords, there is this sense of, what I see, your entire spread here, when I talk about jealousy, when I talk about those low energy frequencies, and they are very low energy frequencies because you always want to be the better version of yourself, and you always want to, take action for the good to, vibrate at this high frequency and be your authentic self. It does seem like there may be something with partnership, something with love, something with relationships where, and again, it can be a friendship as well, or even like a family member because there's family stuff happening. But anyway, it just seems like you're going to have this awareness. Like I said earlier, is awareness. There's got to be some sort of change. Okay. And it could be something that, someone may have let you down, or you could have felt really let down. This is, 10 is the end of the suit. It's saying this is over. All right. But in order for it to be over, you need to learn from what happened instead of just moving forward and holding on to that energy. You've got to come to terms with it. If someone betrayed you, if you felt like things have just been really hard for you, you can't just move forward and say, okay, another day, because you're just dragging that energy with you. So use this 12th house energy to unroot things and say, I'm good enough. I'm good at this. I'm great. I'm amazing. I'm Scorpio. I rule. So this is actually really great because, Judgment in the heart of your spread. Judgment is attributed to Pluto, is your, modern ruler. Really great. It's all about having this spiritual awakening. And when I say spiritual awakening, I know that spirituality means something different for everybody. Okay. So whatever it means for you, but at its more, at its just basic level, seeking this meaningful life experience, and you make your life meaningful, Scorpio. All right. So this is having that awareness. You see Archangel Gabriel in the heart of your spread, blowing the trumpet. This is the only card in tarot that has a huge connotation as sound. What is sound? It's vibrations. What is vibrations? It is healing. So there's this sense of healing that you're having. Now you got the Lovers, all right, in your challenge area. So could be a relationship for sure. And again, it can be work, it can be love, whatever resonates with you. It's almost like there may be something you've got to really pay attention to here. All right. There may be a little bit of not seeing eye to eye. Could be even, okay. Remember, you got that an eclipse in your 5th house. So yes, there could be some ending of relationships, but again, it could just be an adjustment. All right. You've got to know what's best for you. Remember, I said Neptune is going to be very active this month, pushing you into the fog. You got to get out of that fog. All right. You find the goggles. All right. The Scorpio goggles. You're going to be fine. All right. You just keep moving forward. Sometimes you need that fog to find your truth. That's all, that. Okay. But here with the Lovers in your challenge area, it just seems like there may be something here where you have this big moment of clarity that has to do with a partnership, commitment, even marriage. Okay. Now you got the High Priestess in your crown. That's really great. Remember, you have a lot of 12th house activity, as I mentioned earlier, but you also have Mars and Cancer in your 9th house, spirituality, your belief system, how you see things, philosophy. Listen, the High Priestess is attributed to, the moon. Moon rules Cancer in astrology. Either way, this is really great. The High Priestess is a guardian of the subconscious, and you are going to be doing a lot of shadow work this month, subconscious work this month. High Priestess in your crown is perfect. It's amazing. It's you going within, especially here with Judgment in your heart of your spread. Now, you have the Six of Swords and the root of your spread. That's really great. That's moving forward in this remember the physical mind and the higher mind are two very different things. You got these two swords, and then, well, I mean, I'm going to just point it out. You've got only swords and these three major arcana. So very significant month, but a lot of you being in your headspace. Okay. So have that shift from the physical mind to the higher mind. This is the physical mind moving forward. Okay. In a way, you look at my finger on the turbulent water, right? Look at the direction they're going. Smooth sailing. There is no undulation in that sea. Okay. Moving into the promised land. It's going from chaos to comfort. Of the mind, swords are of the mind, even communication, the way that you're processing things. So there's a lot of comfort as you move forward. You're going to be feeling that. All right. Now, you do have the Eight of Swords. So there is going to be this, moment where there could be a little like, oh, what's going on? The reason why is, well, okay, look at what's, you got the Lovers. And then you got the okay, clarified. Yeah, all right, so you've got the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. These are two Gemini cards. Remember, Gemini rules your 8th house. That in there, it's intense there, right? It's the 8th house. You know all about it. You rule the 8th house. And so love, relationships. So there is something here. Okay. And even money could be a thing, but overthinking things to a point where you can't see the way, the way forward. Remember, you have to be in touch with yourself, your higher self. You have to be willing to face any fears. That is what I just said. The 12th house is facing fears. Okay. Facing fears. You've got to be aware of the things that are getting in your way. All right. And have the spiritual awakening. Okay. There could be you moving forward in the sense of like, okay, this just happened. This relationship, partnership, boss that I, love for 20 years, but now I know I got to just move forward or whatever it is, whatever resonates with you. It's like, okay, oh gosh, now I don't have that security. What do I do? And this is going withdrawing, but not in a way where it's productive. It's her refusing to see her truths, but she can walk out anytime she wants. You see the swords, it's not a cage here. Okay. They don't completely encircle her. And then you see her feet are free as well. All right. So this is, everything is a choice. This is your choice to move forward and to have, some recognition of that. But then you got the 4 wands. So you set yourself free. You set yourself free here. Okay. Because this is all about celebrating. So again, remember I said with the Lovers, it can just be like an adjustment. Whatever it is, be open to compromise, because now you got the 4 of Wands, which is this big joy. It's a joyful card. It's celebration. There's a lot happening here. You see the happy couple, it's the card of Huzzah. Big milestone. So relationships, yeah, maybe a proposal. Yeah, sure. Maybe getting married. Maybe it is, having a baby. Maybe it is getting a promotion. Maybe it is starting your own company, whatever. It's milestone energy. Ones are your passions, ambitions, a lot of work energy here as well. But really sweet, really joyful. I love this. This is really great, but just don't get in your way. And again, you have a lot of 12th house activity, so you're going to be processing a lot this month. Let's get to your stuff. Scorpios, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. If you like this reading, by the way, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on, Scorpio. You know I love y'all. My Scorpios. Okay, let's get to it. All right, so Scorpio. Wow. Okay. You're gonna be good. You're good. You're gonna be fine. I mean, you definitely just have to, process things and don't get in the way of yourself, and then you're gonna be fine. You have the Queen of Wands here. You got 2 queens. This is amazing. Queen of Wands, very entrepreneurial energy that comes with her. She is very charismatic, compelling, very optimistic. People love her. People love the Queen of Wands. This is someone who is in touch with her shadow side. So it seems like you want to do that work. Okay. You even see the black cat there. Black cat. You even see the pyramids in the background, right? if you're into Egyptology, you know, cats were worshipped back then. So a lot of power, but also being in your power by being in touch with your shadow side. All right. So working with those elements. But again, this is, you know, she can get whatever she wants, attract whatever she wants, especially in the way of her passions. And she makes things happen for other people too. I really love the fact you got the Queen of Wands because it's saying that's what you want. That is what you, a lot of y'all may be feeling that too. And that could be the disconnect for some of y'all. It could be that, you know, some things are going really well, like amazing in terms of work this month. And so maybe there is a partner that feels a little neglected. Like, what's going on? Remember, there's a lot of that, you know, heightened emotions this month. But you do have the Five of Wands in your external factors area. Very interesting. So it looks like there is going to be a little bit of noise that you have to just cut through that noise in addition to the fog. And it can be children. All right. Remember, you've got so much children activity. Remember, you've got the eclipse, Saturn, Neptune, all of it in Pisces in your fifth house that represents children. It could even be colleagues too, and something even maybe even creative blocks. Maybe there's just so much like you can't get things done because so much like what is got like people pulling you in different directions, but it's not worth your time energy. Yeah. You got the Two of Pentacles too. Very interesting. So it's all about cutting out that noise. All right. Because that's going to help you focus, but it's also going to give you this chance to prioritize things in your life. All right. There is a sense of things just kind of like going in the flow and balance and things coming together for you. It even seems like there may be an opportunity that does come through this month and you're adjusting to that. And it may have to do with money or, you know, it is Pentacles and he is the juggler. So again, this is someone who is really great at multitasking, but you've got to ask yourself, like, do I want to do this my entire life? No, I want to be able to focus and, you know, prioritize certain things over the other. Now, you also have the Eight of Wands. I mean, but when I say multitasking, like I'm saying like taking on a lot in a month, like September. Eight of Wands, which great. You just want things to be effortless. You want things to just align for you, things to flow for you. I can see that. And it's very possible here. It's just, again, this is all saying have that awakening within, that awareness. And then lastly, you have the Queen of Cups. Really amazing. Queen of Cups in your final outcome. So Queen of Cups is, you know, she leads with her heart. She has so much love to give. This is going to be really special. Queen of Cups is Cancer, by the way, and double water. So a lot of emotions, but this is someone in control, right? Someone who, you know, she's got her foot in the water, a lot of emotional depth, emotional intelligence here. This is someone who's borderline psychic because she's so intuitive, but it's that heart energy, really, really opening herself up to others, having all that love, like super conscious energy. This is really nice. So yes, you are definitely in this position to move into this place where you've got all this love to give, all this self-love as well, and doing what your heart desires. Wow. Okay. I mean, it really is more about this awakening though, that you're going to have this big spiritual awakening, and even this big moment of clarity, but you are definitely going to have a very spiritual month. I want to clarify one thing here. Oh, okay. Yeah. You got the Queen of Cups with the Chariot. So, it's almost like, you know, the expression like love will set you free. It's that type of energy. Queen of Cups with a Chariot. Chariot is just like boom, 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 boom. Now, very interesting here. A lot of spirituality, as I mentioned earlier, because the Chariot, remember I said Queen of Cups is Cancer. The Chariot is attributed to Cancer as well. And, you know, the Chariot is 7. 7 is introspection. You got Mars in Cancer in your 9th house going within. Listen, I don't make this up. This is really great. So just work with that energy. You know, Cancer is your BFF, fellow water sign there. So, I mean, y'all are, you know, very emotionally moving too. All right. So it feels like there's going to be something that compels you in terms of your heart. You're just going to feel moved. And then that's going to inspire you to just Go for it. Go for the things that you want. All right. Now, let's break it down, Scorpio, week by week. The first week, we talked about Uranus, Pluto retrogrades. We talked about new moon in Virgo. One thing that I do love is Uranus will trine Pluto. That's going to happen on the 2nd. Mark that down. That is going to be major transformation. Really big breakthroughs that are happening around the first 2 days. Just trust me, this is huge. Mars squaring Neptune. We talked about that. Mars moving into Cancer. And then Sun opposite Saturn. So as you see, very loaded week. There's a lot happening from the get-go. Let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the first week of September. Ooh, you got the Knight of Pentacles. Very nice. Very nice. I like that for you. I like that for you. You know, it is the week of the new moon in Virgo. The Knight of Pentacles is attributed to Virgo. He's got all that Virgoan energy, which is really great. You know, just discipline, whistling while he works. This is definitely long-term energy too. Sowing your seeds, reaping your rewards. You got plans. You got plans for not only, the rest of the year, but for the next year, the next 5 years. I mean, this is setting that up, okay? Setting yourself up for success, especially financially, but structures as foundations. Really, 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 really nice here. So really, really great. And again, Virgo rules your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Pentacles are your physical reality too. So it could even be something that you're investing in, like relationship. It could be something, actual investments as well. Remember, there's a lot of money energy with Mars and Jupiter in Gemini in your 8th house, but investments as in relationships or a career or just something that you're putting effort and energy into. Now, second week of, where are we? September. Yes, Mercury moves into Virgo. Did we talk about Sun squaring Jupiter? Oh yeah, I think we did. Venus trining Jupiter. We did this September 14th. Mark that down. That's going to be amazing. Remember, Jupiter is in your 8th house. Money. Venus rules money. This is, it's great. Okay. The two benefics here. And yeah, so let's see what's going on for you for the second week of September. You got the 8 of Pentacles. Now this card is attributed to Sun in Virgo. So you got 2 Virgo cards up here. Wow. Okay. This is you just being laser focused, eyes on the prize, just getting it done. Remember, just doing all the work because you know you're going to be successful. He knows he is. This is not being distracted. This is eyes on the prize. All right. He's even removed himself from the village here to work on the Pentacles. And it really is kind of like that Karate Kid energy, like wax on, wax off. Perfection makes perfect. Or wait, no, practice makes perfect. I guess literally perfection does make perfect, right? But it is that Virgo energy, that perfection that I talked about earlier. But anyway, you're good. I mean, like I said, he is going to be successful. I mean, this is really great. You're definitely focused, laser focused, and things are going to happen for you, especially in your physical world and with finances too. Now you've got third week. Yes. September 17th, we've got the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. On the 17th, one thing that I want you to know is the day after, I just want you to keep an eye out on this day. Mercury will be opposite Saturn. This is just a day just to avoid signing contracts, making agreements, having negotiations. It's just the planets are not seeing eye to eye. You could do, if you're signing something, you do it the day after, day before, just avoid this day, okay? Just avoid this day. And we'll talk more about this in your weekly forecast. And then we talked about the sun trining Uranus. And on the 20th, the sun will be opposite Neptune. So then you see Neptune, again, being very active here. This is a day where you just don't want to be too harsh on yourself or too self-critical, because that's what the sun opposite Neptune brings out, that energy, okay? It's like you buying I don't know, furniture, IKEA furniture, and you're like, oh, I got this. This is easy peasy piece of cake, and you put it together, and you did it all wrong. It looks nothing like the picture, and you're like, I can't do anything wrong, right? And what's wrong with me? No, that's what this aspect wants you to do. Remember, vibrate. Neptune is compassion. Have that compassion for yourself, and just have that moment. You're like, I guess, I'm going to put this together, and I'm going to, really, really embrace it because I got that extra 15 minutes, and, Friends is on. I can watch it while I'm screwing things in, whatever it is. Just don't get, don't overreact with this, but also cut through that Neptune fog, and you're going to be fine. All right, so I'm just looking at all the other aspects. Saturday 21st, we've got that amazing sun trining Pluto. Definitely mark this in your calendar. This one's going to be huge for you, particularly Scorpio. Same day, Mercury will square Jupiter. This is just overthinking energy. Just don't overthink. Just go treat yourself. Go have, a banana by the pool. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And then with the sun trining Pluto, again, that is just doors opening up for you in a really big way. Remember, sun is still in Virgo in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. So it's really, really big. Pluto in Capricorn, contracts, agreements, negotiating. Something here is happening for you for sure. All right. And it is also your personal power. And I would not be surprised if some of y'all are planning trips or doing something travel wise. Anyway, let's see what's going on for you for the third week of September. Oh, you got the world. This is, so your life is changing. The week of the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, the world, we've come to it. Remember I said Saturn's conjoining it. The world is attributed to Saturn. So Saturn is associated with the world. So we've come to the end of the major arcanum. All right. And be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. There's this new chapter in your life. I mean, you see the dancing figure within the wreath here, dancing for a reason. Like, be very proud of yourself for making it through that major arcana, the fool's journey, the hero's journey. You've gone through ups and downs, polarities, dualities, all of that, and you've made it. And the wreath shaped as a zero, referencing the fool starting this new journey the week of the eclipse. So you're good. You're absolutely good. Now, last week we're moving into Libra season, okay? And then we've got Venus moving into your sign. You're gonna love that. You're gonna love that. And then all the trines, Mercury trining Uranus, big breakthrough, big message coming through. You brilliant ideas that you could have around this time. Mercury trining Pluto as well. Oh my goodness, this is huge. You could sell sand to a beach this day. With Mercury trining Pluto, that is being so influential, negotiating. I mean, this is a great day to sign contracts. This is a day where you may give someone a contract, like sign on the dotted line, send me a DocuSign, whatever it is. So much powerful energy in terms of communication around this day, but we'll talk more about this in your weekly forecast. Remember, this is huge. This is Mercury, the planet of communication, the messenger, trining Pluto, that is in your third house of communication and agreements and whatnot. And then Mercury moves into Libra. I love this for you. This is going to be really nice. Mars trining Saturn as well, really big. Remember, Mars is your traditional ruler, trining Saturn in your place of joy, pleasure, family, children, relationships, love, creativity. There's something here that has potential for long term. Okay. So let's see what's going on for you for the last week of September. Oh, you got the Seven of Wands. Very interesting. The Seven of Wands is coming up a lot. Remember, I said that last week when Venus moves into your sign. That is the last week, right? Yeah, Venus moving into your sign. The same time that Mars is going to be in Cancer. Heightened emotions, low energy frequencies like jealousy could come up and whatnot. Just be mindful. Just, stand your ground. Draw a line in the sand. This is all about valor. This is knowing your truth. This is being very strong for yourself. This is having that faith in yourself. He's, at the top of the hill. He's at the top of the hill. He's the one that's got the good view. He's the one that's got the advantage with all these other wands coming after him. So again, this is you where some people just may be a little they may want what you've got. All right. Just remember to stand in your beliefs. I'll even clarify that one for you. Oh, and the 2 of Wands. Interesting. I'm going to clarify that too. That's very interesting. The 2 of Wands is one of the most underrated. Like, it's so powerful because it is attributed to Mars and Aries, where Mars is in its domicile too. But anyway, so yeah, there is a sense of there may be some planning that you're going to be doing based on something that happens, and you're like, whoa, I did not expect these people to be like this. Let me restructure things, rethink things, and then then you blaze forward. There's a lot of blazing forward here, but a lot of you moving toward your goals. Look at this, like working toward. Remember, I said he's going to be successful, and then you got the world right after. Anyway, y'all are great. Thanks so much, Scorpio. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I know this is really long. Is your monthly forecast? We'll go deeper in the aspects next week. Okay, we'll break it down a lot more. All right, thanks so much, Scorpio. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.